Hi there, this is DJ Francis with OnlineMarketerBlog. Today for the 6th episode of your Marketing Minute, my co-host Sinclair and I, Sin, say hello. Say hello. We wanted to review the book Switch by Chip and Dan Heath. This is their new book published this year, and it's about how to create change when change is hard. I think any review of Switch would need to also require a review in part of Made to Stick, their 2008 book, which actually helped me decide to found OnlineMarketerBlog.com because it spoke in such a holistic way about the ways that new marketing can really touch people's lives and the psychology, sociology, and all that sort of stuff that goes into it, and I found it really fascinating. This new book is a little different. In a good way, it follows one sort of metaphor throughout, and that is the idea of the elephant rider and the elephant itself. The elephant rider symbolizes your logical sort of left brain self, and then the elephant is your more these strong emotional impulses, which are the ones that, you know, have us eat ice cream at midnight or tell us to go out to a party rather than study for that test. And this was a lot easier in Switch to follow along and to apply to different sort of lessons. In Made to Stick, they had this 6-part plan with an acronym, and although it worked, it didn't work quite as well, so I think Switch was a definite improvement on this. The idea that carrying one metaphor through and sort of relating all the stories back to it. I found, though, that as a marketer, advertiser, what have you, I was a little disappointed in that Switch goes so broad. I felt that Made to Stick was much more focused on our business and the people who try to do positive, ethical things in it. I feel like Switch was a little more trying to be everything to everyone. You can see a little bit of this on their site, and I'll include the URL in the show notes. But, you know, they have Switch, how to change when change is hard for your everyday life, or for, you know, it's almost like housewives or anything. And I think that's great. I think there's a place for that. But as far as a pure marketing book, it was a little more difficult to draw lessons from it because it was so broad. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. I think you should go out and get Switch. It's definitely worth your time. It's a quick read, it's entertaining, and they have tons of research that isn't the same old rehashed, you know, Zappos, American breaks guitars, all these sort of things that we've heard over and over again. They use new research, they use interesting stuff, there's a lot of science in this book, and I definitely think it's worth your time. If you were a fan of Made to Stick, though, a couple years ago, just know that you might be in for something a little different. So for Sinclair and I and Online Marketer Blog, thanks for joining us for this 6th episode. I hope you subscribe. You can do so at OnlineMarketerBlog.com/subscribe, or you can search for this show on iTunes or Podcast Alley.